Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. I am so anytime I wear a pink jacket and I have a t-shirt on that says be bold, you know it's gonna be a good day, right? So are you ready for this? 10 makeup tips for basically basic makeup tips for older women. Let's get this beauty started. My first tip is to really spend time prepping your skin. This is really important because your makeup is not going to look good if your skin doesn't look good. That means if you have dry skin, if it's flaky, if it's red, you're not going to have amazing looking makeup. And I talk about this a lot in my channels when I'm doing makeup tutorials. Spend more time prepping your skin. Make sure you're cleansing your skin properly. You're not stripping your skin. Make sure you're exfoliating your skin. I've showed you really easy Biometric peel pads from Ever. There are a lot on the market. Dr. Gross has a 1-2 step for exfoliating the skin. Make sure you're really taking that time to put the moisture back into your skin. Hyaluronic acid masks or hyaluronic acid moisturizers that are really going to bind that moisture to the skin. So when you have your skin super prepped, plump, looking beautiful, your makeup is going to be a breeze. My second tip is to apply your makeup in sheer layers. So less is more, ladies. As we age, it doesn't mean we can't wear makeup. It means you want to pick out the right formulations. You want to be layering properly. So for instance, you could take a BB cream, a CC cream, a tinted moisturizer, and even out the skin tone, then go back and spot treat with maybe a concealer or a brightening product to cover up the areas that you have pigmentation or brighten up the under eye area. But you're starting off with like sheer layers and you're building from there. So that's really important. Then going from, okay, I have all of this pigmentation, I have all these things I want to basically cover up, so I'm gonna put on the foundation and really layer it on, and then that's what it's going to look like. You want to have that beautiful sheer color, the beautiful sheer foundation, beautiful sheer makeup, because that goes back to our first point of really prepping the skin, spending time on your skin. Last year in 2020, I spent a lot of time on skincare with you, really teaching you how to really give yourself, whether it was a home facial or really picking out the right products that are going to give the best payout when you start putting your makeup on. My third tip is to pick a foundation that has words like light reflecting, illuminating, glowy, because that's going to really give your skin that boost, right? I actually use Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation from Giorgio Armani. Very beautiful. It's very light on the skin. It's going to give you that really pretty dewy look. Then I have Illusion. This is a hyaluronic skin tint, so it's moisturizing. This is going to be a little bit heavier, but this is going to still be sheer, still be pretty, still going to really give you that glow. Also, you can put and mix in with your foundation. This is Elemis Superfood. It's a glow priming moisturizer. Beautiful. Really sets the skin. That's going to have that really pretty sheen to it. It's going to really look healthy. Your skin's going to look really healthy. We have a face glow that you just pump into your BB cream, CC cream. This is called Facelift. It's like a champagne, beautiful sheen. So there's a lot of options that you can kind of add a boost to your foundation. But remember, go warmer. Don't go lighter with your foundation. You don't want to pale out your skin. You don't want to look unhealthy. You want to have a little bit of warmth to the skin, even if you're in the cool family like me. So I can go more neutrals. I don't really go into the yellows because it doesn't look good on my skin, but you can go into more of a cool neutral to kind of warm up the skin or mix two foundations. But that is going to give you such a beautiful look when you are aging, when your skin is maturing. You're going to get that beautiful, beautiful luminous glow. My fourth tip is going to be switch powders for creams. So a lot of powders could be too heavy. They're going to accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to kind of just give your skin not that really beautiful luminous look that we were talking about with the foundations. So say you do have maybe a blush palette that is powders. You can switch it up. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of your blush powders, but switch it up and you can go into a cream-based formulation for your cheeks. Give it that really pretty, I think you can see a theme that I'm doing with really giving that fresh dewy look to the skin. You'll see that I use cream, and I also use powders, my Fierce Aging on the ladies, but I love the cream blush because it really is that sheer wash of color. So maybe that you feel your skin's not really looking well with powders right now, so switch it up to a cream blush, really pretty, or a cream eyeshadow. You can do that with the Bobbi Brown and Laura Mercier sticks I recently showed in one of my makeup tutorials. Beautiful look. It just gives you that fresh, alive kind of feeling, kind of vibe that you're going to bring forth to that day. My fifth tip is to kind of reconfigure the way you put on your blush and your bronzer. So maybe a lot of you are not using bronzers. This is something that's very easy. I like to teach the backwards 3 application technique, and I'm going to show you that. So basically you can just take your blush brush, and you can take a bronzer. This is a matte bronzer. You can take an illuminating bronzer. I like to kind of keep it matte though. I don't want a lot of sparkle or shimmer on my face when I'm using a bronzer. I'll go into the bronzer, and basically this is the backwards 3. So this is going to give you that really beautiful where the sun hits you. So you can reposition your bronzer. Instead of just doing bronzer where you normally would do your bronzer, take it up, go right underneath your jawline and go on your jawbone, right? So it's like a backwards 3. So that's going to really give you that natural look to your skin when using a bronzer, if you want to go that route. So again, just at the top of the forehead, which you basically blend, go down and around. So it's a really pretty application technique. It's a really nice trick. Now also with your blush, you want to kind of reposition your blush. You don't want your blush to be just right on the apples of your cheeks. You want to blend this out. And I'm really very strong on blending and buffing the skin with your blushes. So you basically can go just not right. You don't want to bring it over too far. You want to bring it back a little bit and buff this into the skin. You want to buff your blush into the skin and have it look really pretty, that it just blends nicely into the skin. It's all about blending, ladies. So it's not taking it and swiping it across and having that demarcation. You want to really work it into the skin. You want it to look like it's your own skin. So that's really the objective. So when you're putting your blush on, think about, okay, I want this to look like I just flushed, or how does that look? How would that look? You know, if you pinched your cheeks here, like where does that go? So you want to just kind of work it back, but you want to make sure you're not giving that streak because that's going to age the face. My sixth tip is really wonderful for women that have hooded eyes or are having issues with their sight. Their eyelids are too heavy. They don't want to have surgery. So Lids by Design is something that I brought into the studio last summer. It's been extremely popular. This is something that you probably didn't know you needed, but this is going to give you that eyelid, the lid that you think that you don't have, but you do. So these are lid strips. They come in multiple different sizes. We do sell an assortment pack that's been extremely popular. And then once you find your size, you can go into a 4mm, a 6mm, 7mm, etc. So this is really beautiful because you want to concentrate on your eyeliner. Maybe you don't want to add color to your eyes because you feel like they're weighted down, they're too crepey, what have you. Put on a Lids by Design, get that eyelid back, and then work on the lashes with some beautiful mascara. Get really tight into that eyeliner. You know how I love to do that really tight line. You can fuse it out, but this is really beautiful, ladies. So this is a basic makeup trick. It's a tip, but it's a really good trick to really get your eyes looking like they did, like how you remembered them. I love doing this. I really love like the tightness that I feel when I put them on. I love how I look just more awake and I look fresh. So this is a really beautiful basic makeup tip for you because you might not know this is available. You might think they're too hard. It does take a little bit of practice, but this is a gorgeous, beautiful application to really concentrate on that liner, get that mascara on and your brows, and you're gonna see a life-changing results from this. My 7th tip is about brows. Ladies, fill in your brows. Get serious about your brows, your brow shape, your brow color. There's so many different tools, from skinny brow pencils, from brow fixes that cover that gray. I show a lot of this in my makeup tutorials. Or I have brow stencils that I custom design because I spend so much time doing permanent makeup and literally creating hair strokes with my permanent makeup tattooing on women that don't have brows, or they have alopecia, or they've gone through chemo, and I'm literally creating this hair. So I wanted stencils that really gave you a beautiful shape, and I have all different levels, from bold brows, classic brow, slim brow. So these are really great. This basically will do it for you. You place them on, you fill it in. I did this on Jean. She looked beautiful. She was so happy because she didn't know she was making her brows so thick and straight, and then having a brow stencil really changed the game for her. So that's the whole intention. This is why I come out with certain things, because I want to have tools for you. I want you to feel confident. I want you to be able to say, oh, you know what? I've been doing my brows the wrong way. I've never loved the shape, but now I really feel confident. I really feel like I can do this because I have this little stencil. And then you'll eventually grow out of the stencil and not have to use it. But that is the whole point, giving you confidence, opening up your eyes, giving you that framework. It's absolutely beautiful. My 8th basic makeup tip for older women is use a lip pencil that's the same color as your lips. So this is going to give you a really great way to change your lip shape. So if you're using the same color, like I love using Cameo because it's a cold creamy pencil that really matches my lips. So I use it basically for everything, but I can change the shape of my lips, but you're not going to really notice. So I've shown this before on my channel. It was really a requested tip that I did for my clients. They're like, can you give me the pouty lip? We call it the Victoria's Secret lip. Basically connecting your Cupid's bow, right? So you're not dipping down, you're going across, makes your top lip more pillowy. But if you're using the same color as your lips, you cannot tell. It's not like you're overlining your lip vermilion. So really concentrate on finding a lip pencil that matches your lip color, and then you can alter your lips, giving it a little bit more definition, because as we age, we know you lose that volume. My aunt was saying in her video that she was like, Nikki, why is my lip having this white line around it? What is that? So she was very perturbed by the fact that as she's getting older, she's seeing loss of volume in her lips. She's like, I don't like that. I want to see more. And this is the perfect way to do that. Find a waterproof lip pencil that's going to stay all day and really create that shape that you want. My 9th basic tip for older women is find a lipstick that really works for you. You don't have to be in the nude family. You don't have to be in the red family. You don't have to have extremes, right? Find something that really makes you feel confident. Lipstick is the easiest thing to play around with. I personally like creamy high gloss formulations because I feel like they give you that extra just moisture, and they give you that extra kind of healthy look by not having a matte lip. There is time and place for a matte lip, like a red. Absolutely classic, always in style, but every day try to find a neutral color that gives you a little bit of maybe a pinky nude. I love topping all of my lipsticks with a little gloss, whether it's a clear gloss, it matches my lipstick, or like today I did I'll tell you. I did a weird combo, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I have Evolving, because as we age, we're always evolving. We're always getting better. We're always challenging and taking risks with our makeup, right? So I have Evolving. It's a liquid lipstick that dries to a nice, beautiful matte finish. So it's velvety. And then I put on No Limits. This is a high gloss. So I did the two together, and I was like, I love this. I love the fact that this is velvety and it just is matte, so it stays forever. And then I put on over the No Limits, because guess what? With my beauty, I have no limits. No one's going to put limitations on the fact of, oh, you're too young to go gray. Oh, gray hair makes you look old. Oh, your eyebrows are too thick. Oh, you look like a man. Guess what? I have no limits. No one defines my area of beauty. So I'm always evolving, always trying new things, and there's no limits. I just push that pedal down, ladies. I take it, I go for it, and guess what? That's the way that you should be driving your beauty, is with your own rules. Now my 10th tip is basically keep everything matching together with your face. Don't go overboard where you're too top heavy with your eyes, too much eyeshadow, too heavy with the liner, and then you have a big bold lip on too. Keep everything in the same color family so everything really flows nicely together. So maybe you want to have a nice beautiful taupe eye on, dark chocolate eyeliner, and then you go in with a soft, really pretty petally pink lip. You can do more of a neutral lip, you know, give your blush that really pretty rose, petally, soft mauve color. Just keep everything in like the same family so you're not going to be unbalanced with your makeup. So you don't want to have like a totally monochrome look because I think that kind of washes you out. You've got to highlight something. What is it going to be? Going to be a little bit of color for your lips, a little pink, maybe a little nude pink, a little bit more of a fuchsia pink maybe. Or maybe you want to go into the corals. Maybe you're really loving corals and you want to do that with a nice, beautiful, neutral eye. Just think about what you want to highlight for that day and really stick with that. But don't try to go overboard and try to do too much on the face. You just want to keep it all nice and neutral. Experiment, ladies. You know, these are just a little call outs of basic makeup tips for older women, but you know what? There are no rules, like I always say. There's no rules in beauty. You know, if you want to try something or you love color or you love a blue eyeliner, that's amazing. And I think that is absolutely incredible and should be celebrated. You should have your own individual style. This is just kind of parameters that kind of give you that freedom to say, you know what, I do want to work on my skin because I want to wear less foundation. I want to wear a BB cream or a CC cream or a tinted moisturizer. I'm just here because I love working with you. I love giving you all of my tips. I love just talking beauty and makeup. I could talk forever. And I know a lot of you ladies say that, wow, too talkative. But guess what? You know what's so funny? I'm so consistent. I have had too talkative on my report cards since I was in kindergarten. So guess what? It's never changed and I love it. Good thing, right? Can you imagine if I didn't like talking? Because then we wouldn't have a channel. So I bring it to you. I bring you that fierce, bold, unapologetic attitude. Break through that gray, the whole society, what they say to you. Oh, you're 55. What are you doing wearing makeup? Oh, you're 75. Forget it. Just give it up. We don't have to do that, ladies. We are in the driver's seat of our own beauty and we make our own rules. We turn when we want to, we stop when we want to, we press go when we want to. So until my next video, I'll see you later.